A company in here making billions refuses to pay its workforce a decent wage, and they simply now are in an industrial dispute trying to get a bridging payment to take them up to the next payment, and they're not even being listened to.
We've been asking for a hardship pay rise, and they just said no, and they won't even negotiate with us.
We've got the Nike Blue Book, it's a national agreement. They're tied into a 2.5% this year and next year. So all we've got available under the Nike is a bonus payment of £1.62 on this site. Small fry, but it's worth about £50 or £60 to the guys per week if they work all the hours. But you've got Exxon Mobil, the client digging in, along with Bilfinger, Enerveo, Royal Engineering and Altrad services. Inflation is currently at 14% RPI. That includes housing and living costs. The employers use CPI, which doesn't include that. Royal Engineering, Enerveo, they're the smaller of the two contractors, but Bilfinger and Altrad services, the larger, both made £13 million profits, and they made $3 billion this lot, Exxon Mobil, in profits for their last quarterly returns.
Everybody's suffering. There's a lot of pent-up anger on that refinery. A lot of lads are really, really cheesed off. They're sort of waving under our noses saying, you know, we're making this much money, we don't know what to do with it. And we say, well, you know, can we have a pound light? And they're, no. They said they had an offer, and they wouldn't tell us what the offer was unless we withdrew this industrial action.
Put the offer on the table and we'll start negotiating tomorrow, and the strike will be suspended. If you can't do it, then sorry, it continues, and it will continue for a long, long time.
No, I'm right. No, I'm right.
Oh, don't touch him there. Don't touch him, mate. No, thank you. Don't touch him.
Thank you, I'm fine. We've got 40 police here earlier in the week. There's probably more than that here today. Do we think their behaviour has been over-excessive? Yes. Clearly, at the start of the day, you've got a load of police here trying to assert their authority, pushing and shoving people around.
Oh, whoa, hang on. You were telling him to not push, but he's fucking pushing him. Get it right, mate. We're being nice and calm. Tell your boys to calm down.
I don't want to obstruct the highway. I'm not obstructing them. I'm going over there to see me, mate.
I suspect you're going to obstruct the highway, which is why I'm going to stop you.
No, I'm not.
You are not going to cross here.
Don't touch me.
Don't cross. Just don't go into the road then.
I think all the local burglars and criminals must be having a whale of a time at the moment because all the Hampshire police are down here with us.
This is like a police state today, look at it. All you're doing is protecting this line for the oil refinery to get their produce in and out. It's got nothing to do with protecting the public highway. It's outrageous and it's obscene. I expect Exxon Mobil are paying you a big lump of money just to protect their...
We're not going to have vehicles being
Where can we stand?
sort of stopped. And
Well, you're not managing the traffic. You're allowing them to approach at a
please
rate which is dangerous. Slow the vehicles down so we can speak to them. You're letting them come through. You know, you're going to cause an accident in a minute. You've done nothing but try and keep the road clear. That's all you want to do. If that's the case, stop making out there's a liaison about this and just do what you're going to do.
Despite the police intimidation down here today, we're continuing to do this in an orderly manner, talk to our workforce, and hopefully they make a decision whether they want to cross the picket line or not.
There's been trucks leaving there with gas for the hospital. Anything like that, we know this in the med. Like the other day, we were asked to stop the protest to let two school buses through, which we did, and then the traffic flowed. So we're not here to cause trouble.
This guy's not going to cross the picket line, he said.
The gap between rich and poor is larger than ever, and it's fucking terrible.
There's another one, brothers, sisters. Hey! Some others who don't want to cross the picket line. Well done, brothers.
Cheers, man.
What have you got to look forward to?
not a lot, mate.
Any talk
They
of
only pay me minimum wage in there, not a lot, mate.
minimum wage?
not even-
Another one on minimum wage.
That's what you're called the Fawley fighters.
They are called the Fawley fighters, yeah.
I think you said enough there, mate. I don't think I'm going to cross the picket line.
All right, brother.
What I'm going to do,
You can
mate.
turn around safely here.
Turn
Thanks
around
for your
safely,
support.
mate. Nice and slowly, mate.
Thanks for your
All right.
support.
The people that's turned away today in support has been absolutely outstanding. People realise you're fighting for something that they would like to fight for themselves. Your courage will hopefully impress upon them that they can do the same. Stand up and fight for what you deserve and what you're due.
Production has been slowed up within the refinery, particularly now as they've got a new build project that's been put on delay because the contractors who are working on that fast project have refused to cross the picket line.
Exxon are trying to counteract that by hiring agency staff for paying £26 an hour when we're on about £8 less than that to begin with.
People that aren't qualified to do the work, Pay the people that are qualified to do the work and have stuck with you. We worked through the pandemic. A lot of the lads put themselves out, and that's throughout the country. Obviously the doctors and nurses, railway people, everyone in the country I think has done more than enough to help their firms carry on making money, but also putting their lives on the line. When it comes to us helping them, we did. No questions asked. We got on and done the job, and we're asking for the same from them to us.
There's been a lot of negative things flying about on social media about what's been going on in these strikes, and I just want to reiterate to the public of Fawley that the majority of that stuff is not. It's just false. Rocking vans, both whistling school children, things like that, and it's just that's categorically has not happened. I've contacted the police myself over the comments. They've said that they haven't witnessed any of it.
That mindset, that culture, it's a bully mentality. That's all it is. And I know that the group of workers out here on dispute won't be bullied, won't be browbeaten, because you are the Fawley Fighters!